be right, I think. What I want to do, I'm going to try to get this to sit up under here. So I'm going to trim along this edge here, get rid of this top bit. I don't need that really. Yeah, try and get it onto here. Right, so I'm about there for welding the body filler and rubbing back. I've got some stone chip protection I'm going to chuck on first before I start actually painting it, and then we'll go from there. I think I really should have worn a face mask when I was rubbing that back. That was naughty of me, really. I shouldn't have done that, but didn't really think about it on this answer. So I just put the tape up and then go on from there. Oh, that's a good start. Outfit's best. This way things look like it's going to get very warm very quickly. Oh yeah, this is pretty paper. It's getting chucked out. Right, so I've got a couple of coats of the underseal on. I'm just in the process of pulling this back out. I've got to rub this back a bit. You probably can't see it on the camera. Oh, sure enough, got a bit of overspray on. But never mind. Not looking too bad. It's not going to be a particularly great job, but never mind. Right, that's the stone chip. Now to think about getting the primer on here. To be honest, I'm not too sure if the stone chip was meant to go on before or after, to be honest with you, but I've done it this way around. I've done it this way around. I felt it was probably could be less obvious if I've cocked up once I've got the rest of the paint on. I must admit, I'm not looking forward to how this is going to look out. This is going to look terrible, this little bit here. But, right. So we go. Just quickly rubbing back my bit of overspray. I don't even see it on the camera, but it's a very light bit of overspray. Means I don't want to use too much tape because it costs money. Right, so that's about 6 or 7 coats of primer. So now I'm going to start chucking the gloss coat on. Not too sure what colour I've actually got. I've got 2 or 3 different gloss paints, but that's alright, not too worried about. That's it, just so so I'm still not too sure. It's only half its paint. I know one of them's the right colour, but I can't remember what number it is. I've changed it now. They don't write down the name. They write down bleeding numbers. Just make life more confusing. Right, so that's about as good as it's going to get for the moment. So that's had about 4 coats of top paint now. Just go chuck the wheel back on and then let it dry properly before I start bolting everything back on. Am I happy with it? It's alright. It's not my best effort, but it's a lot better than what it was considering what happened to it. Main thing now is it gets through its MOT. The MOT is due, so as long as they're happy with it and they pass the MOT, then we'll see. Maybe I'll spend a bit more time on it, but more importantly, just to get it to the MOT first, really. Right, so we're at a point where we can start putting everything back together on this van now. So I'm going to start with the mud flap first, and then we'll go from there. Next little job. This has got to go back on. This belongs. I'll show you where this belongs. This belongs under here. It belongs there. That took the full force of the impact. I'm shocked that that even survived, to be honest with you. So I'm going to put that back on there. I'll leave myself a little gap here so I can get in behind and put the nut and bolt on. And then put that bumper back, put this bumper back on, corner bit, and yeah, drill out here, drill that out. A bit better. So now that go back on. to have that to support it. Bumper it. I just corrected myself slightly on this bumper, because actually that bolts through that at the same time. So I just had to mess around and do that. Next little job is to refit this. So this plastic piece, I'll come around here. This plastic piece goes on the side here, right where that hole, which isn't actually drilled out. So that would go there. Bottom snapped off. I'm surprised any of it survived the impact. So that would bolt on there like that, and then the corner bit will go onto that. So I'm just going to take a bit of time and drill that, see if I can get that to fit. Maybe cut the self tapper screws to hold the bottom in, and then I think we've got half a chance of getting it on there without it looking too bad. There you go. I do it does that, it snaps the end off. It don't snap the whole thing off. Right, so I've got the corner bit on. What I've ended up doing in the end is I put a rivet here to push this in, because unfortunately the plastic has been damaged, so it will hold on, but you can see it wants to pop off. So I pushed it in, put a rivet in here to help it, and then on the underside, come under here, I've put the coach bolt through the entire lot to pin it all together as one lump, and that seems to work quite nicely. So it's going to be the light next, I think. Put the light in and it'll be alright. So one of the annoying things I've got is where this all got bashed in. None of these for the rear light want to line up, so I need to try to make something up here. I can almost get that one in, so that needs to be bent out a bit. I'll bend that one out a bit. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of fiddling. Right, that's about it. She's about ready for MOT now. As long as it passes, I'll be very happy. But getting this lighting actually took a lot longer than I was expecting. I had to rebuild down the side there. So yeah, and that is how you don't repair an accident damaged LT. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.